Hi there, it's Kristen from k.becca, and today we'll be combining the crafting powers of digital die cutting and heat foiling to make a custom set of alphabet magnets. We'll be starting this project off in Silhouette Studio, and the first thing that I'm going to do is select the text tool from the left menu. I want a nice clean font for this project, so I'm just going to stick with good old Arial. With the type tool still selected, I'm going to click on the artboard and start typing out the alphabet. The default text weight is a little bit too thin for what I'm looking for, so I'm going to select the letters that I've typed so far and change the weight to bold in the text style menu on the right. When choosing a font, you want to be sure to choose something that isn't too delicate, and if the default font weight is too thin and a bold version is available, this is often a good solution because it gives you a similar look with stronger, less delicate lines. Next, I'm going to deselect the active text area by clicking on the blank area in the artboard. Then, I'm going to click and drag the text over to the ruler area on the virtual version of the cutting mat. You can make your letters any size that you'd like. Right now, my letters are about 3/4 of an inch tall, and I want to make them taller, so I'm going to select the letters and increase the text size to 150 points in the text style menu on the right. I'll drag the resized letters to the ruler area again to measure them, and now they're about 1 3/4 inches tall, which is just what I want. Okay, now I'm going to drag the text back over to the artboard, and you can see that the letters that I've typed don't quite fit inside the artboard now that they've been enlarged. I'll double click over the text area to activate the cursor, and then I'll just go in and delete the letter F, so the row of letters will now fit inside the artboard. After that, I'll select the text area and will copy it by pressing Ctrl or Command plus C, then paste it by pressing Ctrl or Command plus V. I'll move the copied text to right below the first row of text, then double-click the text area to activate it, and I'll type out the next row of letters in the alphabet. I'll repeat this process until I've typed out the rest of the alphabet. You could also add numbers or punctuation, but for this project I'm just going to stick with the letters. For this particular font, the letters V and W are kerned very close together and they look like they may actually be slightly touching. So I'll add a space between the two letters so there's no overlap when I die cut them. After I'm finished typing out the alphabet, I'm going to cut it from the Silhouette adhesive magnet paper. So I'll open the Cut Settings window from the top right menu, choose the adhesive magnet paper from the material type select box, and cut the alphabet using the suggested settings, which are a blade depth of 6, a speed of 1, a thickness of 33, and a double cut. If you have a blade that's on the dull side, you may want to increase the blade depth to 7 or 8, but I've found that the suggested settings work well for new to newish blades. I'm going to cut 2 full alphabets from the magnet paper, and then I'll move on to the next step. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is make some toner sheets. I've used the Heidi Swapp Minc and the Decofoil toner sheets, and I've had great results with both. But if you happen to have a laser printer, it's so easy to make your own right in Silhouette Studio. First, I'll open a new document, and then I'll choose the Draw a Rectangle tool from the left menu. Then I'll click and drag to create a rectangle over the artboard area. I made my rectangle larger than the artboard because I want to have toner on the full page, and my printer won't print beyond its default margins anyway, so it's just easy to make the rectangle larger than the page and let the printer do the rest. Next, I'll open the Fill Color window from the top right menu, and with the rectangle still selected, I'll fill it with black. I don't think that this next step is actually necessary, but after that I like to open the Cut Settings window from the top right menu and, with the rectangle still selected, choose No Cut. I think that doing this just keeps me in practice for the times when I make print and cut designs and have to set parts of those to no cut. Once I'm finished with that, I'm going to print 4 toner pages, 1 for each of the different foil colors that I'll be using. Okay, so my toner sheets just finished printing, and you'll notice that the pages have white borders around the edge because of the printer margins. I'm just going to use my paper trimmer to trim off those borders. This isn't absolutely necessary, but I like to do this when the shapes that I'm cutting will be near the edges of the toner sheet, and this is the case with the alphabet cut files that we'll be cutting in a little bit. After the toner sheets are all trimmed, it's time to foil them. I'm going to turn the Minc on and increase the heat setting to 4, which is the setting that gives me the best results for the cardstock that I'm using. Then I'll unroll the Minc Hot Pink reactive foil to slightly wider than the toner sheet and cut it with craft scissors. Finally, I'll place the foil, color side up, over the toner sheet inside a transfer folder, making sure that the toner sheet is completely covered by the foil. And I'll run the transfer folder through the Minc. And now for the magic part, the foil peel and reveal. I never get tired of this, not one bit. I'm going to continue foiling the rest of the toner sheets, and after I'm finished doing that, I'm going to use the alphabet files that we created earlier in Silhouette Studio and cut one full alphabet from each sheet. I'll see you back here after all of the cutting has finished. Okay, I'm back, and you can see all of the fun foiled letters that I just cut with my trusty Silhouette Cameo. I also cut 2 full alphabets from the Silhouette adhesive magnet sheets earlier, and I'm in the process of removing the letters from the sheets. The Silhouette doesn't cut completely through the magnet sheets, and I don't think it's supposed to, but it does cut almost the whole way through, and the die cuts are pretty easy to remove from the sheet. Just be careful when you're removing more delicate or thinner areas of die cuts from the magnet paper because it can tear if you pull on it too hard. After I'm finished removing all of the letters from the magnet paper, I'm ready to assemble the alphabet magnets. I have 4 full alphabets cut from foil cardstock and just 2 cut from the magnet paper, so I'll have lots of extra letters that I can use for other papercraft projects. My plan for the magnets is to alternate the letters in 2 of the foil colors for one alphabet and in the 2 remaining foil colors for the second. I'll peel off the protective sheet from the adhesive magnet paper letter A and take a teal foil letter A and line that over top of the magnet. Once they're lined up, I'll press the 2 layers together and my first magnet is finished. Next, I'll make a hot pink letter B magnet and I'll continue through the rest of the alphabet, alternating between teal and hot pink letters. It's as easy as that. And after I'm finished with the first alphabet, I'll make the second alphabet using the gold and mint foil letters. When I'm finished, I have bunches of letter magnets that I can use on everything from a fridge to a filing cabinet. I don't have a fridge in my studio to test with, so I'll just show you how well the letters work with a metal watercolor pencil case. Pretty neat, right? I like that having a couple of full alphabets gives me a lot of room to play and change up words and phrases, but if you have a specific word or phrase in mind, you don't need to cut a full alphabet. You can just cut the letters that you'll need to make your own custom magnetic displays. You can find a full list of supplies used in this project in the description area below or in the area below the video if you're watching on k.becca.com. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more projects with the Heidi Swapp Minc, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll tune in again soon.